So I rarely get involved with books as much that I would get upset about any decision with a book publisher. But this time and this decision really got me upset. So what happened? So basically a few years back, Scholastic and Bloomsbury together decided to come out with an illustrated version of the Harry Potter book series. That version was to be drawn and illustrated by Mina Lima. Mina Lima, for those of you who don't know, was heavily credited for working on the Harry Potter films and just, bringing this whole universe visually alive. And they had a huge impact on the art style and how we are imagining in our heads, and also from the movies, how Harry Potter looks for us and the whole universe. So when they came out with the announcement that Mina Lima would be illustrating the Harry Potter series, yes, they did not mention they would be doing all of them, but I think the Harry Potter universe and the fans were very excited. And when the first book came out, it was very clear that that excitement was not misplaced at all. The books are beautiful. I have the first two books here. So this is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the Bloomsbury version, the English version. And just looking at the book cover here, it's clear that this is absolutely beautiful. If you flip through this book, then almost every single page in here has some sort of illustration, or they have some play feature, and it's just an absolutely amazing experience of reading Harry Potter or rereading Harry Potter for fans with these illustrations. I'm going to show you a few pages of the book here so that you can see a little bit what the illustrations are. Now, as you can see, the Philosopher's Stone was beautiful, and then I think about a year later or so, they came out with the second book in the story, which was the Chamber of Secrets, obviously. And also this, looking at the book cover, and I can promise you inside is just as beautiful, if not even more beautiful than the first one that they put out and published. And then after another year or so, they came out with the third book in the series, The Prisoner of Azkaban. I do not have this book yet, but that's actually how I discovered this issue that we are talking about today. But also, from looking at the pictures and looking at some videos, the third book looks just as beautiful. So I was really, looking forward to, through these Mina Lima illustrated books, rediscovering the series and do a reading with these books. So my intentions was, okay, you get the first book, you finish that, you get the second book, you finish that, and you get the third book. And once you're finished with the third book, hopefully the fourth one will be out as well, right? So having recently finished the second book, the rereading of the second book, and I would, next to reading other books, I would read a few pages every night, and so these readings took me quite long. And finishing the second book, I checked online, okay, can I order the third book? Okay, no problem. I ordered the third book, which should be here in a few days, I guess. And at the same time, I thought, okay, let's check when the fourth one is out, right? And then, to my big surprise and absolute disappointment, I would say at this point, I found out that only 2 weeks ago or so, it was publicly announced that Mina Lima would not be continuing illustrating this book. After the first initial disappointment, I thought, okay, maybe, well, it's just the books are getting longer. Maybe they don't want to do the illustrated books anymore. Maybe it would be just too difficult with all that, additional illustrations and play features, that the books would be getting too thick. So I thought, okay, that might be the reason why they would be discontinuing it, or just maybe the sales not being good enough or something like that. But then I read further into the story and realized that Scholastic, and I'm not sure about Bloomsbury, so if somebody knows what Bloomsbury is intending to do, but I would assume they are going the same way. But please do let me know in the comments below if you do know what the stand of Bloomsbury is on this situation. But at the very least, Scholastic is saying that they are going ahead with publishing the fourth book and beyond, but they are choosing to engage different illustrators. And then I thought to myself, oh, no way this can be true, right? This is such a stupid decision, because then you would have book 1, 2, 3 with the same art style. And then just, from book 4, maybe not even until the end, it's just a new and a completely different art style, which is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't make sense for me. And I was worried that it's just one wrong article on the internet over there, and checking up a little bit, quickly realized that this is actually the case and actually the situation. And there is actually also an official statement by Mina Lima here, which you can quickly look through, which confirms this whole situation, but doesn't really add any additional understanding or background of why this happened and why we came to this point. And they are just basically trying to be the bigger man and saying thank you for the opportunity that they had to work on the first 3 books, and wishing the next illustrator success, which is the nice and the right thing to do from Mina Lima's point of view, right? But I do wonder what happened here. I do wonder what went on behind the scenes. Usually it's a money question, unfortunately. But I feel very disappointed that I and a lot of other fans of the Mina Lima book illustrations now do not get the chance to see the remaining book in the Harry Potter series come to life with those beautiful illustrations that we saw in book 1 to 3. And leaves me quite disappointed. I'm quite upset about this whole situations. I rarely go on complaining about any book or decisions by publishers or anything like that, but I am still now very passionate about Harry Potter and the whole universe, and I really loved what Mina Lima did with those books and illustration. And I find it such a pity that we don't get book 4 to 7 from them. But I guess the small little upside here is that they are continuing the illustrations. But honestly, I don't know if I want to buy a book 4 that starts with a completely different type of artistic type. Even if I would like it, if I would love it, I would like to have a whole set in the same illustration type and with the same kind of imagination behind it. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel complete to me. But I guess those of who are unhappy with this decision, do look through Mina Lima's other book illustration, especially with their classics like Pinocchio, I believe, and some other books. They did wonderful illustrations as well, so I might at some point get into one of these books. But until then, please do let me know what did you guys think about this whole Mina Lima, Harry Potter, Scholastic, Bloomsbury situation. Is there anything that I missed, that I did not have the updated information? Please do let me know in the comments below. And yeah, what are your thoughts basically on this whole situation? Yeah, thank you guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.